Hello everyone, Linda Hayes again coming to you from Ambergris Caye. This time I'm going to do a different video. It's on condos that you can buy for under $200,000. And I'm doing this one after going around with one of my friends that were looking for property. So the listings here are as of a point in time, which is January 22nd, 2022. Pricing and offers can always change. So make sure also whenever you're making a real estate purchase, you look before you leave. Make sure you verify any information you get. So the reason I decided to do this video was, first of all, one of my neighbors who recently bought a condo at Ambergris Lake Villas where I live was looking for a price range of around $200,000 or less. And when they first reached out to a realtor, they were told they couldn't find anything in that price range on the island. And it took them some time. They eventually found someone to help them, and of course they now took possession of their condo. And then one of my friends came into town from Canada, and he also wanted to look at condos in that same price range. He did not want to spend over $200,000, and we did look at a few different options before he decided what he liked. And we had a great realtor we were working with, so I went along with them just to see what was available. And I decided to do this video because there is no MLS system in Belize. So a lot of different websites exist from different brokers in the country, and some of the listings that are on there are out of date. A lot of realtors only sell their own listings, and that might partly be because it's too hard to go find all the properties that are listed by all the different agents when they're not all in one central place. So I'm going to show some examples. There are many more available than the ones I have here. These are ones that I was able to find easily because I did the research with my friend that was purchasing. And so that is the reason for this. Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about is financing. So if you're buying property here, it's not like Canada or the US where you can go to a bank and get a mortgage. That is not available. But you can sometimes find financing either through the seller or the developer. And in this video, I'll highlight a couple options where the developer does have a relationship with a bank that will finance you. It's an international bank. And in addition to that, you might find a seller that is willing to give a limited amount of financing, usually for a very short time frame. I've seen some that maybe they'll say you can finance for 2 years, 3 years, maybe up to 5, but definitely tough to find anything other longer term than that, unless you're looking at just land, where in that case you can find land that's financed for a longer time frame. So the first condo I wanted to highlight is located 9 miles north. It is on the beach, and it's at a fairly affordable price point in comparison to other units I've seen. So it's a $100,000 list price. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and the HOA fees on this one are $320 a month. And they do have rental management in place, but make sure when you're looking at property here that you ensure it's Gold Standard approved. Gold Standard is required if you want to do short-term rentals. So there's many condos on the island that do rentals, say long-term for 6 months or more, but on the short-term rental side, it's exactly like getting a hotel license when you want to do short-term rentals. So there are many buildings that have decided not to do that, and that's not necessarily a problem if you run your numbers and make sure that long-term rentals are suitable, or if you're living in the unit, you obviously don't care about it. So just make sure you ask the questions depending on the purpose of your purchase. So the next unit I wanted to highlight is another north property. It's a beach resort, and this one is only 2.5 miles north. It's not far from Grand Caribe where the San Pedro Urgent Care is, and it's on the paved road, which is a huge benefit to this property. The grounds are also really beautiful. I've been here because one of my friends actually lives here. So they do have a 1-bedroom, 1-bath listed at $165,000 US. HOA fees $450 US a month, and they do have rental management in place if you choose to use that versus living in your unit. So now I'm moving on to properties that are south instead of north. So this first one isn't actually that far from the airport, and in fact you can actually watch the puddle jumper planes come in from your condo. So the good thing about this property is that the property is turning into a Best Western, so they're working with them right now. Now, the existing buildings are not all upgraded. It depends on what the owners wanted to do with their unit, but if they chose not to and you buy it, you're able to definitely upgrade into the Best Western standards. And if you want, you can buy an existing unit, and those ones won't automatically have financing. You just have to negotiate like I talked about with other units. But they also have brand new buildings under construction. And for those ones, they have financing available at either 20% down or 50% down. Interest rate's better the more you put down. So the prices start around $120,000 US dollars for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. And one of the benefits of this property is the huge, beautiful, large pool. So that is going to be having a swim-up bar once it's complete. There's also a fitness center and tennis courts. And it's only a 5-minute walk to the beach, so not that far. And it's a very close, walkable area. HOA fees there are $180 US a month. And as I mentioned, the developer of this property has a relationship with an international bank. That means financing is going to be the most simple when you're working with this developer. So this is also another condo available from the same developer with financing. So it's located south of town on the lagoon, and it has a dock. Price point's $189,000, and it's for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So if you do have a family that you want to bring down, this might be a more suitable option for you than the 1-bedrooms that are very common. HOA fees on this one are $125 a month. So the last condo I wanted to highlight for this video is one that is located 3.5 miles south of town. So I do have a friend that owns here, so I've been over there, and it's a beautiful beach area. You can see there's a palapa right behind the pool. And this one is a studio unit that's listed for $144,950. HOA fees at $160 a month, and then insurance is $227 US for every 6 months. Now, there was a long-term tenant in the unit in the past, and the rent on it was $900 US. So hope this gave you a taste of what is available currently on Ambergris Caye for condos. If you are interested in any of these listings or in anything else property related or have other questions, please make sure you reach out. And I hope to see you soon in Belize.